King of the Road Productions proudly presents, in conjunction with Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, in the Royal Spotlight. Acoustic tunes performed by area entertainers.
Well, this song is, I got the idea from a friend named Jack Berry. He had an old silver dollar from 1890, and he was showing it around to a bunch of us. He said, "Can you imagine how many people have spent this coin since it was first minted?" And believe me, this thing was worn smooth, but you could still read "In God We Trust," just as plain as day. And you flipped it over, and it said "E pluribus unum" on the top, which is Latin for "from the many, one." But Jack translated it into Texan for me. He said, "We're all in this together." So he gave me this great idea, and I came up with this, the title tune of the CD. It was an old, worn, and faded 1890 silver dollar. When he handed it to me, he said, "I hope you treat it well. I bet if it could talk about the places that it's been to, you would be amazed at all the stories it could tell. How it started out in a saddlebag of a cowboy in Montana. One summer mending fences, it became his first day's pay. He spent it on a new shirt to impress a rancher's daughter. How many other young hearts did it help along the way? It was hidden in the pocket of a young Kentucky soldier who carried it for luck in the war to end all wars. When the fight was over, he gave it to another who needed a little something and a little something more. In 100 years it's been handled by a million saints and sinners, but in God we trust can still be read even after all this time. And across the top it says that we are all in this together. We are one though we are many, that's how we all survive. Was it wasted on a broken dream or another glass of whiskey? Was it taken by a stranger at the wrong end of a gun? Was it in the offering church on Sunday morning to remind us what he gave us when he gave his only son? It might help if we could see ourselves as shiny silver dollars. As we travel through this world, are we a blessing or a curse? Most of us are worn and a little rough around the edges. It shouldn't be so hard to see what we all are worth. In 100 years it's been handled by a million saints and sinners, but in God we trust can still be read even after all this time. And across the top it says that we are all in this together. We are one though we are many, that's how we all survive. We are one though we are many, that's how we all survive.
The rustic Pine Tree Lodge on Taylor's Bayou in LaBelle serves up marvelous meals and wholesome family fun 6 days a week.
Live music returns to Pine Tree's Bayou Stage in February. Follow them on Facebook for details and updates.
Enjoy some of the best seafood steaks and burgers in Southeast Texas while taking in the beauty of the bayou. The Miller family has spent over 30 years perfecting Pine Tree favorites like chicken fried steak, fried shrimp, and shrimp and grits. They also have a boat launch for all types of boating or fishing. The Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins.